If you're a new business owner with ADHD, then stop scrolling. And I want to answer this question. What happens if you pick the wrong niche? Now, there's a ton of advice out there for new business owners that if you want to be successful, you need to pick a niche. I fully agree with this. Because when you have a specific niche, it's so much easier to do marketing, to run your sales calls, and you can charge more money because you're a specialist. And that's all well and good if you pick the right niche. But what happens if at first you pick the wrong niche? I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do when you realize that you've picked the wrong niche. So you're going to want to go ahead and save this video so that you can refer back to it in the future. And if you have any friends who are just starting a business, send this to them. They will thank you. Oh, and hi, I help ADHD business owners make more money in less time with fewer distractions by showing you how to discover your profitable niche, design an offer that they are starving to buy, and I train you on how to market and sell your services without wanting to vomit. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. Here are the 3 things that you're gonna do when you figure out that you've chosen the wrong niche. Now, the first step of this, you're going to make 2 lists. The first list is you're going to list out every single reason that you can think of why this niche is not the right fit for you. All right. And then the second list, you're going to list out all the things that do work about this niche. Okay. Anything that like you wish you could keep and like get rid of the other stuff. As a coach, one of the hardest questions I ask my clients is, what do you want? Because most of us don't actually know what we want. We know what society thinks we should want. We know what other people want, but we've never actually checked in with ourselves to figure out what I want. Okay, so sometimes where we need to start is, what don't I want? What are the things that I do not want in my life, in my work, in everything? And we have to kind of look at that list and figure out what the opposite is. All right, so that's exactly what you're doing in step 1. Step 2, you're going to take these 2 lists that you did in step 1 and you're going to go back to the drawing board, okay? You are going to sit down with these 2 lists and you're going to look at the things that you want, the things that you want to carry over in your new niche, and you're going to just like slap them on a piece of paper and try to figure out what niche allows you to work with those qualities with those people, all right? You're then, once you have a list of ideas, you're going to check it against the I don't want list, and if there's any crossover, if there's anything in common, you're going to nix that option for a niche off of your list. And then option 3, you are just going to pick one. You're going to pick one of the niches that you listed in step 2, and you're just going to run with it. Okay, that's going to be your business for a while, right? Because here's the thing that we have to remember about niches. They're not lifelong commitments, right? Like, what happens if you date the wrong person, right? What happens if you're dating someone for like 6 months and you're like, oh my God, they're just not the right fit for me? You break up with them, okay? You start dating someone else and see if that's gonna work. What happens if you sign a lease for an apartment and you realize over time, you know, this is just not where I'm gonna be happiest? When the lease ends, like, you move on, right? So even if you have gotten some clients in this initial niche and you've realized it's just not the right fit, you're not gonna like fire them. You're gonna continue your work with them for as long as you're contracted for. And then when it comes time to either re-up, renegotiate, whatever, you're going to explain that your business has evolved. Now, sometimes those clients will see the niche that you're evolving to, and they'll be like, oh my God, I need help with that too. Would you still work with me? And at that point, you get to decide if you want to work with this person or not. Sometimes also they can refer business to you because oftentimes like they've built a relationship with you, they trust you, they see the quality of your work, and they want to support you going forward. But at the end of the day, this is not a lifelong commitment. You are not obligated to stick with the first niche that you chose. And I can tell you this from experience because I changed my niche 4 times. 4 times when I started my business. I started off as a dating coach for men. Okay. Then I got pretty much all female clients. Men did not want to work with me for dating. All right. Then all of those female clients that were signed up with me for dating coaching didn't want dating coaching. Most of them wanted to work on their executive presence because they were bad at setting boundaries at work and it was getting in the way of them even being able to have a personal life. All right. So that's 3. And then 4, all my coaching friends that I had met in coach training school. Yeah. They started asking me like, how did you do this? How are you getting clients? How are you marketing? How are you doing sales calls? Like, what's working for you? Because like what the school told us to do is not working for us. And so I started showing them, and they started referring clients to me to help them build their business. And I realized, oh my God, I love this so much more than dating coaching or executive leadership coaching. And so I changed my niche 4 times. All right. And I'll probably change it again. It'll probably evolve over time, and so will yours. All right. So don't get hung up on picking the right niche the first time, because here's the thing, I never would have gotten to my fourth option if I hadn't cycled through the first three. All right. The universe, and when you think about it, it's like a dance party. Okay. You're not going to find your perfect dance partner until you at least get up on the dance floor and start dancing with someone. Okay. The universe is either going to say, yeah, this is the right person, or like, let's cycle through, let's get you a new person, then a new person, then a new person. It's the same with your niche. Okay. So it doesn't need to be perfect. You can change it. And just do what I say. Okay. And everything will be okay.